guys, welcome back in a new video which I'm recording while I'm on trip. If you can see the video before, it's about running a new engine, and something which I always do since I bought first new car. It's some rule which I cannot say I wrote it, I read it somewhere. It's something like I spoke with you, my friends, and we always do with new cars, and like that I never had oil consumption and all my cars were super fast. I'm not saying if you buy a car and you exit the showroom and you push the full throttle that something will happen to your car or it will consume oil, but this is something I always do, and my car is not consuming oil. Super crazy performances, and when you tune it, it's crazy fast. So what I'm doing, this car had 59 kilometers when I took it, so I'm since that till around 200 kilometers I'm driving normally. I'm using D mode, I'm not using sport, I'm not using performance, I'm using D mode or eco mode. I'm driving till 2500 RPM, something like that, just to make engine running, to get temperature, that oil reaches temperature, and so on, so on. So everything, if it's new, that expands. So 200 kilometers I am on light throttle, not overtaking, not doing anything, just slowly. After 2000 kilometers I switch to the manual mode and I start revving more. So I start revving car to the higher revs, and this is till around 3000 RPM. So from 200 to 3000, 300 kilometers I'm revving from 2 to 3000 manual mode, just to raise engine RPM, and that engine get used to it, to more revs. After I pass 300 kilometers, from 300 to 400 kilometers I'm using 3 to 4000. It's like that. So basically when I'm around 600 kilometers I'm using 6 to 7000 RPM, but light load. I'm not pushing full throttle. All these revs I'm on light load. I'm just stretching RPM, stretching the engine without high load, so I'm not pushing anything. I'm not giving the car a boost or asking full power. I'm just going through the full rev slowly, so everything gets in RPM, gets used to it, going fast, going high, and so on. After 600 kilometers I start push more throttle. So when I pass 700 I push full throttle, or easily start pushing from 3 to 4000. Then every 50 kilometers I push to 4 to 5000. So let's say full throttle at 3000, then I lift off at 5000 and keep maybe half throttle till the 7000. I'm stretching the engine with full load, low down, but lighter load on the high revs, and so on, so on. And when I'm around 900 kilometers I start pushing full throttle and using the full revs. So I start pushing full throttle. Of course I won't take this car on the track and push the full throttle and keep it on limiter. No, it needs more kilometers for that. I'm just doing single gear pull, let's say full pass, third to fourth gear, or third to fourth, fifth maybe, but not longer, not going top speed or something like that. And launch control I'm not using till car reaches 1500 kilometers, because I want the clutches to adapt, to get the crisp, to get used to it load, and to get, long story short, doing like that my cars are very reliable, durable, and I never had any problems with that, even when tuning. And after you pass 1500 kilometers, beat the shit out of it. do whatever you want, drive it like you stole it. And in my experience, if you do that and car lasts 5,000 kilometers without any mechanical issue, nothing will happen to your car. If something is bad and breaks, it will break in that period. So push the car. That's always what I'm doing. When it's warm, when I do the braking period, I'm pushing it like crazy, and then I'm tuning it around 5,000 kilometers. The previous one ECU was locked, so I just put the GB4. It was 10,000 kilometers, but after 5,000, if you are driving really hard, pushing it maybe on track, car is ready to take any kind of beating you can get him. Of course, if you are following instructions, changing oil regularly, you make sure that your car is warm up before you are driving fast, and so on and so on. So that's how I brake in all new engines. I don't have oil consumption, or maybe one dieselator at 1,000 kilometers, which is nothing. Even tuned car is not consuming anything, so it means that it's good. And this is my fourth new car, third RS3, and it's not just coincidence that it's fast and reliable. Maybe it's really something in that braking period. Like I said, I don't have any proofs, but in my case works. So I'm doing all the same with all my cars. If something breaks or doesn't end up good, then maybe it's just bad luck or something like that. So yes, we are now doing some miles, and I hope we will get soon in a fun time. Hi, we are back in RS3. Running it period is over. We are on 1,665 kilometers, and let's go. We will start with launch. So Dragy is ready. Guys, enjoy.
60, 100.
Perfect. Everything works well. Car is good for stock.
800 meter.
And I hope soon we will get the tune. Let's see numbers. We are 9.2 seconds 100 to 200, and we are 3.60 to 100, and quarter mile is 11.5. Very good for stock car. Currently it's 11 Celsius. Outside
100.
12, so it's not so cold. Really good. I'm really happy with this. Okay, so we did few rounds. We did 100 to 200, and we did the 0 to 100 and quarter mile times are matching my old car. Nothing is changed. It's basically similar, but to be honest, it's really quick for now what was 11 to 13 Celsius, depends where I am. It's humid, it's not clean weather, so in the full winter I'm sure this car will be doing low 9 seconds. Now we are 9.2, the best. I think this car will be doing 9 seconds, and that is pretty much the same what my old car was doing on same setup. Now we did the Insoric. We will see the power graph, and yes, car is behaving like normal. To be honest, now I will tell you, I did the first Dragy at 1,000 kilometers, but I didn't do the 0 to 100 and quarter mile time, and 100 to 200 was a bit slow, but 9.7. So it makes more power with more kilometers when engine is running in completely. And after 500 kilometers, the best I was doing was 9.5, and today, after I tried few runs, we managed to get it low to 9.2, 9.3 corrected time I'm speaking. So yes, pretty much I'm very happy. It's same as the old car was, and to be honest, I think this rims is a little bit heavier than the previous one, but I didn't scale it. That will be my next thing. So yes, engine is running, car is very good, quick. Sadly I have a top speed limiter. I didn't pay for 290 kilometers, so car is doing 255 on GPS or 267 on tacho. But as I said, performance same as previous generations, so nothing is changed on that point. Only thing which is changed is suspension and how it drives. I hope I will take to the track soon, and I think I will send you also update on Nürburgring. That's my, I think, first destination, first track I will visit with this car. I am driving it daily. Seats, I'm loving it. They are perfect support. You don't need to put your leg on the door, you just put it on the footrest and everything is good. You are well placed on the steering, and as I said, gearbox is much more responsive than the previous generation. So I'm really happy and can't wait that they release the tune. Now for the final conclusion, let's see how much power it makes. And we are back from our testing from road. We scaled the car, and now the important things are numbers. What did we get? So let's start from the weight of the car. As you know, I don't have pan roof. I have a sport bucket seats, which are a bit lighter than the normal one, and the original rims, which are a bit heavier, 1 kilo something more than the old one I had. So long story short, this car is exact same weight as my old RS3. That means 1560 kilos without the driver. 1560 kilos without the driver and 1/4 of the tank, which means with me inside it's 1650 kilos. Same amount I had on my old car, but in the end, when I installed the Akrapovic, that was -10 kilos, the MF1 rims, which was also -20 kilos, and the downpipe with Miltec, it was -10. So roughly I was 40 kilos less than the original car. So imagine if I don't have the ceramic brakes and I have pan roof, 10 kilos are stock brakes, and the roof is around 25 to 30. We are talking about roughly 1700 kilos with driver with me inside, and that is what I weighted the old car, full stock and full extra car was 1710 kilos with me inside. Okay, what did we get on the dyno, on the Insoric? You can check the graph. As always on these cars, it's more power than claimed. We got 409 HP and 534 Newton meters. I don't really remember, but I think it's something similar as my old car, which when was stock. It was stock very short, maybe 2 months. Then I installed a Akrapovic, and a few days after it was Revo intercooler, so it was never stock again. And I have measurements with those parts around 417. So intercooler and the Akrapovic gained about 10 HP, maybe a bit more. It was 420 or some measurements, but something like that. Nevertheless, stock car, 409 HP. I'm super happy. Probably with more miles, with more kilometers, it will be little bit more power and slightly more faster when I passed, let's say 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 kilometers and so on. But we will see. Okay, we are finished with Dragy, with numbers, with stock car, nothing more we can do. Now I will show you in later videos how it handles, how it performs, and I hope soon it's video from track. Thank you for following me, thank you for watching me, have a nice day all. Bye guys.